Many people have asked how I feed my chicken with this food that's kind of like Play-doh. And my dog is, okay, take that. So the Play-doh food that I make in a batch, and I make it based on egg. I started out using the hand feed parrot formula with eggs, and so I grind her food into a flour. I'm using scratch and peck layer feed, and I grind it into a flour, and I mix it based on 1 egg's worth. So for each egg, I add a little bit of grit, I add a little, and a couple other small supplements, but the majority of it really is just the plain layer food mixed with egg. Unfortunately, it's not my chicken's eggs quite yet, but hope to be that sometime soon. So this is Chizzers, and she's hungry, and she wants to eat dinner, and I pin her under my arm. She sits down on my leg. I get her to kind of squat down. She's kind of tired and kind of hungry. And I pin her under my elbow, and then the food, I pack it up in about 200 gram, or about 2 days worth. And it's pretty soft and pliable, and I just pinch off a little bit. I keep it in the bag, but I'll give her about 50 grams, and you can see it's kind of like Play-Doh texture, and I just form these little, kind of like little torpedoes or little bullets for her. And once she's pinned in here, she does pretty good, but still takes a little bit of maneuvering. And down the hatch, and I let her swallow that one down. And then as she's swallowing, and I give her a little bit of a break, I just form up another one about like that. And then I've got her body pinned with this elbow, and I just hold her head. Wait till she kind of settles just a little bit. And down the hatch. Just pinch off a little bit. So she gets a little bit of a break, and she swallows in between. And she struggles with every bite, but it's okay, because I know she's getting food in there, and I can feel her crop, and I can tell when she's full. So Chizzers weighs about 1,650 grams right now, and each feeding I'm working on getting her probably 50 to 60 grams. I would say I probably shoot for 130 grams a day, and that's just based on this chicken. She's 21 weeks old, 22 weeks old, and I'm just going based on what her crop can take and how fast she empties. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I'm making it up as I go, but I'm keeping her alive for now, and it's working. So anyway, any other questions, feel free to message me, and I'm happy to post the recipe that I make in the comments. Thanks. Hey, oh, perfect. There's some light. Okay, so Meg, I just happened to be driving in the car with my husband, and he's kind enough to film for me. So here's the texture and the consistency of what I'm making right now. And it's kind of sticky, kind of pliable, you know, about like that. It kind of squishes together. So that's kind of what you're shooting for. I'm gonna put this one down, and here's my chicken in the car, and I'll just show you real quick. So there's a ball. Here she is. I just kind of hold her, and then I just kind of push it in her mouth just a little bit like that, just barely inside her mouth. You can kind of see it right there, and then she just swallows it down. And that's all we do. I just give her little pea-sized amounts about like that, so I hope that helps.